Okay, so we have the Stihl HSA 26, which was given to us by Stihl there at Christmas. And apologies, we were supposed to kind of do a demonstration and show what it does. So it kind of looks like a mini hedge cutters. And right, James, you're gonna give it a demo on something big and something small, so see what it's good. So we're using it on kind of Taxus baccata here, which is the Irish yew, bit of topiary. What do you think, James? Is it?
Well, it's definitely quite unique in the sense that you pretty much get a 180 movement with it, movement pattern with one hand.
Yeah.
And in a place like Japanese gardens where it's a bit tighter, trying to use a longer trimmers or even using a shears, you don't get as much, where you're kind of blocked in a bit more.
Not as much control with it.
Where here, you can kind of, really, it's all in your wrist.
Is it strong? Does it feel like a hedge cutter's?
Yes, it would. I like with hedge trimmers and any bladed implements, keeping it sharp and lubricated is always going to be very important. This now, personally, I would say is a little bit too big. I would use a larger machine or a heavier shears, but I still quite like this. I find it trying to shape smaller topiary, it's very good for that. I just think you get a good bit of maneuverability around.
Just give us a close-up of it. So is it sturdy? Do you think?
Yeah.
Professional tool.
Yeah, it feels good in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's flimsy.
How long are you going to get out of that?
I'd say if you're wise with your cuts and not maybe going full tilt, I'd say you get 70-80 minutes out of it.
Okay, so you get a good hour anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it on the box? Just to give a
we've a little bit
an
of
idea, I
overgrowth
suppose,
here.
of what
and I think I would myself think that this would be the ideal kind.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
A tighter, smaller growth.
We've been trying to get out and use these. It's just up until now we haven't had the chance. But these are going to make some great presents for people, I think, and a lot more economical than going out and buying a hedge cutter. I think it's all about battery operated machines, and this is the way we're going here at the stud. And they're just easier to use, they're quieter, they're lighter. I'm not looking for petrol and all that kind of thing. What do you reckon?
Sorry, John, I was just thinking it's quite handy for tight corners that might be difficult to get with a shears or larger cutters. You can kind of glide nicely along the top and straight up, and there's still very little strain on my arm, even my back leaning forward. It's quite ergonomical.
So it's a hit.
Yeah, I like it. I'll be using this quite a bit.
I reckon, James, you could cut your beard and everything with that.
We'll keep with the hedges for now.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I like that. So that's the second machine that we're reviewing there today. So nice one still. That's excellent and recommended for gardeners. It's going to be perfect for people with their own garden that cuts maybe twice a year or has some topiary, things like that, isn't it? Because you don't have to have a big kind of a super garden like the Japanese gardens here. I think just for any domestic customer, it's safe, it's easy to use, you plug it in, happy days it goes. Apart from there's a little, probably, is there any oiling or spraying, do you reckon?
Yeah,
required
like
for the top?
with all hedge trimmers, keeping them lubricated is very important. I'll just take out the battery first before opening her up. Just in here.
Oh, and there is a second part that comes with this. We don't have that in.
Interchange.
Yeah.
But keeping these cogs well oiled and well greased. So keep them with grease, and then the blade perhaps with an oil lubricant.
Yeah. So your average look gardener or amateur gardener or even professional gardener is just going to use some WD-40 to kind of clear that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Nice one. Okay. Thanks, James.
All right.